Ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together and warmly welcome Miss Denise Wong!
Good evening. Welcome to episode 2 of the Denise Wong Show. I am Denise Wong, of course. Okay. For those of you who are on my Facebook as friends, I think most of you are lah. You saw me over the weekend eating lots of barbecue food, right? Now, who else here likes food? I'm a foodie. Who likes food as much as I do? Unhealthy, sinful food like nasi lemak, Penang laksa. Anybody? Yes, everybody! Yay! Very good! Then in this case, today's guest is going to be perfect for us because he is the co-founder of FARMS, which is the very first food education company in Asia, author of From Flabby to Fitty in 23 Days, and a certified nutrition and juice practitioner. Now, before you say, really, is that true? He has done it himself. He lost 30 kg in 3 months, so that is true. Now, let us put our hands together to welcome Mark Leong. Hi, welcome to the Denise Wong Show. Thank you for taking time out today. Oh, forgot. Somebody tell me I'll stretch my legs out to look slimmer on TV. Okay. So besides for the show, I think most of you already know that Mark is here to share a little bit about his life, where he is today, what he's doing, and how many of your principles have actually contributed or shaped him towards where he is today, right? But before we do that, for the very first 10 minutes, we are going to have a Facebook Live where he is going to share 3 tips to eat and still lose weight.
How many of you would still like to eat and lose weight? Raise your hands! Alright, and for those of you that are watching and tuning in now through Facebook Live, type in yes, if that is what you want as well, alright? Type in yes, and before I start sharing with Dennis the 3 tips, the 3 magical secrets to still eat and lose weight, what I want you guys to do now is that click on the share button. Right, hit on the share button. Now you can find that button at the bottom of it. Hit the share button. So Dennis, are you ready?
I am ready. I raise my hands and my legs.
Alright, so now, first of all, if you guys are watching me right now, thank you for tuning in live. All you need to do now is that get yourself a piece of paper. So I'm going to address the next 10 minutes with all of you that are tuning in, while the rest of the live audience here, they're going to get a separate attention after the 10 minutes, right? So you got a pen and papers ready? Alright, by the way, just type in where you're watching from. I'll just give you guys some shout out later, alright? So, alright, so now we're going to start. So Denise, first secret, most important one. Have you ever heard that anyone would tell you if you want to lose weight, you got to cut away carbs?
Yeah, lots of time.
A lot of time, right? Do you like that idea that if I tell you that you can't take your potatoes, you can't take your white rice and etc.?
No, I don't like. I like potato chips.
Yes, right. Yeah, precisely. And that is not only from Dennis, and probably I'm sure everyone in this room and all of you that are watching is the same thing as well. By the way, how many of you here would still love to enjoy your carbs? Give me a shout out now.
Yay!
Alright, see, this is the response here. If you love carbs as well, like rice, potatoes, and etc., type in there, I love it, right? So I know how many of you guys actually love that. Now, you see, if you want to lose weight and thinking that all this, sharing that people tell you many times that you got to cut away carbs, that is a myth. You don't have to follow that. In fact, it's not true. For a person like me, I'm still taking carbs, alright? In fact, the good news is, I'm going to share with you the good news. Alright, are you ready for the good news?
Yes!
Alright, so please take your carbs, take it during the day, and make sure that you guys are having portion control. What is portion control? I'm not expecting you to take carbs like a whole mountain of rice. All you gotta do is now raise your fist, everyone. Raise your fist now, and do this, right? this is the size of your carbs that you should be consuming during the day. Why during the day? During the day because this is where we use most of our energy and it burns faster, right? So avoid taking carbs toward late at night because everyone is very different, their body, but majority of the people that I work with, usually they have a challenging time to burn those carbs, those sugar. And what happens is that if those sugar are not burned in the nighttime when you are having it for dinner, it turns into fats. That's all. It's that simple, alright? So if you really want to have carbs, please go ahead and enjoy. Make sure you have it either in your breakfast or during your lunchtime, but not at your dinner. And if you're having it, make sure you go for portion control. That is secret number 1. Alright, so now we're going to secret number 2. Please type in number 2 so that I know that you're following us and you can hear us clearly. Alright, so what is secret number 2? Now, some of you might have asked, hey Mark, is intermittent fasting real? Does it work? How many of you have thought about intermittent fasting? Or try that? Alright, yeah. Thought about it, right? Okay, so I'm not going to go into keto diet and all that kind of different diets, okay? Because every diet has its pros and cons, yeah? Now, for me, I do this on a month-to-month basis. I go on intermittent fasting, but my fasting, okay, is a bit different now. The standard protocol, everyone will to tell you that if you want to go on intermittent fasting, right, you skip your breakfast, right? Now, that is not true, okay? You don't have to do that, okay? What I do is this. I have my dinner, my last meal before 6 p.m. This is what I have, okay? And I still have my breakfast because I tell people that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, alright? So if you are going, you want to eat, please go ahead and enjoy all your 3 meals. Just make sure that you have your dinner before 6 p.m. Alright? Okay, so the last secret number 3. What do you think it is?
Exercise.
No, it's not exercise, alright? So, what is secret number 3? So, secret number 3 comes down to oily foods, okay? Now, I've got the spectrum of people able to enjoy fried chicken, all the fried stuff, and not putting a dime of weight, okay? Now, that is a very small percentage of people. Now, the bigger percentage, I'm not sure which group do you fall under, okay? Majority, in fact, it's for me as well, right? I'm the one that I will take a lot of fried food and I put on weight easily. And the worst part is always I put on weight where? This part. This part is the part that I hate most because this is the part where you put on weight and it's very hard to bring it down, right? Unless you do a lot of cardio and etc., right? So my advice is this: if you're watching me right now and you love fried food, try to control them, okay? And I'm not telling you guys that don't eat your fried food. Best thing is set one cheat day or maybe 2 per week, because a lot of times everyone thinks that they want to be healthy, they want to lose weight, they start to eat super healthy just by eating salads. After 1 week, they give up, right? Because it's just not sustainable. We gotta know what is our taste bud like, right? Naturally, it's part of us, our culture when we were raised, right? So please don't deprive yourself mentally of the foods that you want. This is something that I personally do from time to time. In fact, I just came back from Malaysia. I was sharing with you, right? I was having all the good nasi lemak there. Oh my god, KL has this village nasi lemak. It's crazy. The fried chicken is crazy there, So, yeah, these are the 3 tips that I want to share with you guys that how you can still eat and lose weight. I hope you have enjoyed this. So, Dennis, are you going to apply these 3 tips immediately?
Immediately, I go KL. Is it for the good food?
Alright.
Are you free?
Okay, so thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope you have a good evening. Check out Dennis Wong's show. She's amazing. She has a lot of stuff coming up from time to time.
Yes.
Alright. Is Mark Leong here?
Yes, and follow Mark on Facebook at Mark Leong Asia's Juice Guru. Like his page. Alright, signing up for live.
Thank you. Good night. Ciao.